Hey there YouTube, this is Devonslate123 and I'm bringing you deck number 2, which is basically a Dark World deck. So we're going to go ahead and get started. Alright, first of all, we have our Dark World cards. I'm running Gold Lord of Dark World at 2. Really good card. Drop it from your hand and special summon it from the graveyard. It's really good. Next we have Silver Warlord of Dark World, which is basically the same thing, and I'll get to him later if I do card of the week. It's really good. I'm running Cyber Dragon at 2, stated as always, it's a staple, and if you watched my last video, you know what it does. Really good card. Special summon if your opponent has a monster on the field. Next we have Dark Nepthys, a card not used a lot, but I think it's really good for this deck because you get a lot of dark monsters in the graveyard and special summon it, and it blows up backfield, so it's really good. Running it at 1. Then we have Destiny Hero Dasher. I'm running it at 2. Really good card, 1 sacrifice, or you can drop it with a Foolish Burial and special summon a monster when you get it next turn if you draw it. Really good. You can also sacrifice a monster to gain 1,000 attack points, so it's really good. Next we have Elemental Hero Stratos. Really good, always used. It's awesome. I mean, just pure beastiness. You can summon him, search your deck for an E-Hero, Destiny Hero, or Evil Hero, and bring it to your hand, or you can blow up backfield, so it's really good. Next we have Snipe Hunter, another good card. If you saw my last video, you know what it does. Roll a 6-sided die. If you get a 1 or a 6, you don't get the effect, but if you get a 2 or a 2 to a 5, you get to blow up a card on the field, so it's really good. Next we have Mystic Tomato. I'm running it at 1 because if it's destroyed, you get to search your deck and bring out a dark type monster, which is really good. I find it useful. Then we have Sangan, which lets you search out lower level monsters like Mystic Tomato, Snipe Hunter, Spirit Reaper, Marshmelon, Morphing Jar. Just really good. But it brings it to the hand, that's the only thing. But still, it's really good. Next we have Morphing Jar, which is a really good card. Flip, discard your hand, draw 5 new cards. That's simple enough, it's really good. Then we have our Stallers, Spirit Reaper and Marshmelon. If you saw my last video, you know what they do. Spirit Reaper and Marshmelon cannot be destroyed by battle. And if you hit Marshmelon while it's face down, you lose 1,000 life points. And if Spirit Reaper attacks your life points, he gets to discard a card from your opponent's hand. So 2 really good cards. And Neospacian Grandma, just beastiness. If your opponent has a monster on the field, you can attack it and send them both back to your hand and take no damage. So really good. Now, Destiny Hero Fearmonger, another really good card. It's destroy by battle. You get to bring out a Destiny Hero from your graveyard next turn, which is really good for dashers. Alright, now we move on to spell cards. So I'm running 2 Foolish Burials. It lets you drop a card from your deck to the graveyard, which is really good if you bring out dashers to the grave. It's just really good combo. Next we have Shrink. I'm running it at 2 in place of Enemy Controller. They're both really good. I prefer to use Enemy Controllers instead of Shrinks, but I still use it. It's okay. It's really good. It halves your opponent's attack, so really it's worth it. Then we're running 2 Dark World Dealings. It lets you drop a card from your hand and draw a new one, so really good there. It's +2 for this deck, at least a +1. 2 Soul Exchange lets you sacrifice opponent's monster to summon up a new one from your hand. It's really good, but the only downside is you cannot attack that turn with that monster. But still, really good card. Used in Monarch decks a lot. Next is Monster Reborn. Stated in the last video, it's great. It's the best thing that's come off the ban list. Always have it in a deck. It's really good. Then we have Spell Destruction with MST, Mystical Space Typhoon. Lets you blow up one card from the backfield. Really good staple. Should be in a deck always too. Then we have Heavy Storm. Same thing, except it blows up everything on the backfield, including yours. Really good staple. Alright. Then we have Premature Burial. Pay 800 life points, bring back a monster from your graveyard. Really good staple. Reinforcement of the Army, aka Rhoda. I'm only running it at 1 this time because I really only see 2 warriors that could be brought out with this deck that I'm running. E-Hero Stratos and Destiny Hero Fearmonger. So that's why I'm only running 1. Brain Control, pay 800 life points, take control of a monster just like I stated in my last video. Really good staple, should always be used. Alright, then we got our Destruction, Lightning Vortex. Discard 1 card, discard a Dasher, blow up your opponent, all face-up monsters on your opponent's field. Really good with that combo. Then we have Fisher and Smashing Ground. Should be used in pretty much any deck. Really good. Let you destroy a monster on your opponent's field, so it's really good. Alright, now we go to our traps. I'm running 1 Deck Devastation Virus because I have a lot of monsters, dark monsters with 2000 or higher attack. So it's really good. It destroys 1500 attack or lower monsters on your opponent's field and hand. And the good thing is you get to look at your opponent's hand while you do it, so it's really good. Then we're running 2 Raigeki Break. I don't know if I can use the combo when I discard a Dark World monster with it, but still, either way, you're blowing up a face down card, so it's worth it. Next, we have 2 Sakuretsu Armors. When your opponent attacks, it destroys a. You can flip this over and destroy the attacking monster, so it's really good. Really good. And last, we have Torrential Tribute, which I stated in my last video. You summon a monster, your opponent summons a monster, or flip summons. You activate this, wipe out the whole field. A really good card. Alright guys, so that's my deck. I should be holding my first card of the week pretty soon. Stay tuned for that, and rate, subscribe, do what y'all want guys. Peace.